this is Jessica DaMassa with WTF Health, and I am here with Nelli Lähteenmäki. She is the CEO and founder of Fifth Corner, which makes the U app. So tell me about the U app.
So UApp is actually building technology for preventative healthcare. We are enabling the delivery of these personalized behavior change programs that are especially focused on helping people tackle with stress and avoid exhaustion and burnouts.
Okay, so how does it work? Is it like, do I complete exercises, or like how does it help me reduce my stress?
Yeah, so essentially the programs consist of small little micro actions and AI-powered coaching in order to kind of increase engagement and retention of the users. And for those who are not familiar with behavior change science, so taking small steps or doing small little micro actions is kind of the cornerstone of building lasting habits. So not doing radical big changes of changing everything on Monday, but actually starting to do small little micro actions that are in line with your bigger goal.
I love this. So I was playing with this yesterday at breakfast and on her phone. And so it's like turn off your phone for an hour or have like a tech-free night. Like, I mean, these were like really, really easy things to do. Exactly. To just, like you said, to make these little micro changes. And why is that so important? Like to do these little simple steps?
Yeah, so it's actually crazy that we believe that helping people succeed in sustainable behavior change and building healthier habits is actually one of the biggest things that we should be, putting more efforts and focus on in this healthcare realm. Because I've seen the numbers. For example, in the US, it's almost like 80% of the healthcare spend is used to treat diseases that could have been prevented if there were more scalable ways to help people with that. So that's kind of the reason why we're doing this. And as said, taking micro actions is one of the best ways to do it in a sustainable way. So our vision has been to make it as kind of accessible and approachable for people to get there. Yeah.
So one of the things I really liked about your model, like speaking like from the company standpoint, is that you're working both on the direct-to-consumer side and now you're going like B2B, which is really cool. So talk to me about the two different ways that you're engaging with people in that.
Sure. So we started off as a consumer app and platform, so you can download the app. It's kind of the consumer experience is more kind of social. It's not very personalized. But now for the past 1 year, we have been focusing more on the healthcare side and insurance, and also direct to companies, where the idea is to provide each individual a personalized microaction program along with the AI-powered coaching. And for example, we work with one of the largest private healthcare providers in Finland called Mehiläinen, who offer our microaction programs as part of their modern preventative occupational healthcare kind of process, which is pretty amazing because that's something that they're actually being offered and recommended to people who are not yet sick, but who show signs of increased, for example, stress and inability to recover. So that's kind of, the way we work today, for example, with the healthcare.
And you were telling me, and that's something that's really unique in Finland, right? I mean, that's really different that you guys are able to work with the insurance company like that.
Yeah, I think, that's something that I feel very grateful for, that we have those kinds of incentive systems that enable prevention. And obviously, it's not just the healthcare providers, they are also insurance companies involved. Sometimes insurance company may even pay the bill, at the end of the day.
No, I'm really curious about the healthcare, especially in the innovation space in Finland. So give us a little bit of a peek in there. We have mostly a US audience, so we're hoping to grow globally, but it's I'm curious to know what's it like in terms of the startup scene in Finland. What are you guys working on?
So in Finland, we have a growing startup scene. We have some kind of clear hubs. For example, we have the gaming hub, so we have the Clash of Clans and Angry Birds, etc. So pretty strong on that. But we have also this growing ecosystem of healthcare startups, ranging from digital therapeutics to preventative healthcare, like us, to different devices like the Oura ring that's measuring my sleep and recovery. So this it's booming, and I would say the health tech is one of the kind of the most fastest growing sectors in the Finnish startup scene.
That's so cool. So what are you most excited about, I guess, as far as like the future is concerned, either for like the growing health tech scene in Finland and like how your company fits into that?
Yeah, I think what I'm most excited about is like finally there seems to be like more and more incentives for the preventative healthcare to take place. And I can see like the most advanced healthcare players have the courage to take a few steps back and think about the kind of the whole picture, not just kind of honing the existing processes of care delivery, which is of course it's important, but actually take a few steps back and look at the whole process and which processes should they kind of add or modify in order to enable preventative healthcare. So that's kind of happening in Finland, and I can see like in Europe overall, and I think that's kind of exactly the direction that we need to take into account, because if we only kind of work in the consumer space, I believe that the biggest impact will not be achieved. So it's very important that we have the healthcare sector and the insurance companies kind of now stepping in and saying like, let's build processes and the ecosystem that supports preventative healthcare. So that's something that I feel is amazing.
I love that. All right, so if people want to find you, your company is at what stage? What are you looking for out there so they know what to give you, and how do they get a hold of you?
So my name is Nelli Lähteenmäki.
See, I butchered her name. She is like so gracious for letting me do that. My Finnish is not good.
Yeah, so the company name is Fifth Corner Inc. and the platform is called the U app. And what we're mostly looking for are the most modern healthcare systems and providers of the world who want to provide their patients with scalable, cost-efficient preventative tools. Yeah, exactly, as well as modern insurance companies who want to build products around prevention.
Fantastic. Well, Nelli, thank you so much for talking with us. We appreciate you stopping by and giving us a little glimpse at what's going on in Finland. I'm so sorry I butchered your last name.
You did super well.
Oh my God, thank you. You're so gracious. This is Jessica DaMassa with WTF Health. Thanks for joining us.